Hello everybody. I'm sure everybody by now has heard the great news. Very exciting news. Primos Hardcore and Wrestling on February 24th at Castleman is bringing none other than Jerry effin' Lynn. Alright, and that's on Jerry Lynn's retirement tour. Okay folks, let that sink in for just a second, okay? That means Jerry Lynn is coming through Denver one last time, one last stop, one last showdown. Alright, and I know I could probably speak for everybody in Primos that we're all very honored that he has chosen this as one of his last career matches. Alright, even after our show, he has just a couple more matches and he's retired for good. Alright, so we get one more chance in Denver to see Jerry Lynn. And what a great career he's had. I mean, he's had titles in ECW, WWF, Ring of Honor. I mean, the guy's been around. He's a very respected worker in the wrestling community. Everybody enjoys working with him, and he puts on some phenomenal matches. And he's had some great history here in Denver. Okay, I mean, he's come out and he's wrestled a couple times for IWF. He's wrestled a couple times for Primos. He's left some very memorable matches. I think we're all just, again, we can't be humbled enough and honored enough that he's coming just for one last show here in Denver. But seems like the powers that be at Primos haven't exactly finalized what they're going to do with Jerry yet. Well, that means we've got some very restless workers here. Okay, everybody's throwing their hats in. I want this chance with Jerry. I want to be in Jerry's last match. And who can blame them? You know? And there are some top guys that have gotten the attention of the board. I would say probably most notably the very recent return of Trajan Ender. Now anybody who saw his beatdown against Xander Creed at this last show, you would have never have even guessed that he would have been out for a year. I mean, he is still the top athlete, one of the top athletes in Colorado. It's phenomenal, very good worker, very exciting. I mean, who wouldn't want to see Trajan Ender and Jerry Lynn, right? I mean, I can't blame him. All right, another one, Prince Raheem. Recently betrothed, recently married, from what I've heard, to perhaps the most powerful woman in Primos history, Alexis Vane. And I know she's working very hard into getting a match with Jerry Lynn. And you know, it would be silly for me to say that there's not fans out there that don't want to see Trajan and Jerry battle it out. It would be very silly to say that there's not fans of Raheem that, well, I don't know if there's any fans of Raheem, but it would be a great match nonetheless. I mean, Raheem's a threat. I mean, he's very dangerous in the ring, and I know, like I said, his woman's really pushing him to get in there. But let's all just sit down for a minute and let's be honest with ourselves. I mean, who is it that it's going to be that's going to give Jerry Lynn in his last stop, his last match, the most memorable match, the most exciting, the most impactful match? I know it. You know it. The power that runs Primos knows it. Trajan knows it. Alexis knows it. Raheem knows it. Primos, let this be a championship match. Championship quality match between Chris Rath and Jerry effin' Lynn. You know that it is the right decision. You know that we are going to tear the house down and give the best match that this city has ever seen. You know it's the right decision. Let's make it happen. Come on, Primos. Come on, people. Make your voice heard. We want to see Chris Rath versus Jerry Lynn. Oh, and for those of you who don't think I have the it factor, give us this match. I'll show you that both Chris Rath and Jerry Lynn have the it factor. Make it happen, people.